What is up, legends? We are back, and your boy chilling with Throne and Liberty. So I see a lot of times people say that they don't know how to make currency in this game. They can't make any currency. What's going on? And they're upset over stuff and things like that. And I get it. I get it because it's not necessarily easy right away to understand how to make currency in this game. So what I am going to do is basically show you how to do that. I make between $3 to $4 in currency a day, depending on how hard I actually play the game and what I actually want to do in the game. So let's talk about how you do that. First of all, let's talk about the currency and how much it actually costs and where it's at. So it's at the bottom right here. It's called Lucent. And you see $10 is basically 500 Lucent. So you see, I already have 748 right now. I'm completely free to play, and I have purchased basically the battle pass and a premium leveling battle pass without actually spending anything on it. Just basically from naturally playing the game. Eventually, what I want to do is I want to get the right here and get the Silent Outlaw package, which you see I'm like halfway there. Basically, because I want the hat. I literally just want the hat. I'm going to be doing all that just for the damn hat. So you see that pretty much is going to cost almost about $25 in currency. I can either spend for that or I can just farm and get that currency, which is what I'm going to essentially do. And you see everything else in here that you can actually get, but it's kind of useful to once you start learning how to build currency to get both of these, because this helps your progression and you don't have to actually spend for it. You can just farm through and get everything you need to do. Also, this store, the Xenostar pack is only 2 more weeks left on it. So you definitely want to try to figure out what you can do with that and get that out the way, because you can go after the skins or the other resources that they have in there. Speaking of that store, it's over here, the store, the Xenostar shop, and I pretty much have got this staff and this bond because that's what you can do at the end of the battle pass. You don't have to actually do anything for that as long as you actually got the battle pass. Like if you spend the 500 lucent on that, if you earned it, or if you swipe for it, it's fine. You get 2 free ones that you can actually pick from. I want to do eventually get one more because I want to get the sword and shield because it actually looks like the best out of all of them, in my opinion. I was just doing the staff and the wand because that's what I use predominantly. So the more important thing in here that you want to pay attention to is this, and it's the trait extraction stone, because that's what's going to fuel all of what you're going to be doing and help you actually build the currency to actually buy stuff and do what you need to do in here. Now you get this currency basically by doing the battle pass stuff. um, I'm already done with this already and stuff like this, but you pretty much get all of this these star crystals. Once you get to 50, it just starts added up and it gets more and more. You go through over here, whatever you need to do right here, just do it, and you get the currency every day, which you can actually turn around and use in that particular store. The previous stuff, as you guys can see, is just basically at the end, this is what you can actually get, what I was talking about, and you get gold and everything else like this. You can do weekly as well and knock that stuff out. This just happens passively, so don't necessarily just worry about that, but the weekly stuff you need to actually take part in as well. Simply playing the game. Just play the game and you'll be fine. All right. So the reason why you need the extract stones, where am I at right now? I need you. One second here. Let me see. We good now? Oh no, with that. Okay, we're good. All right. So what we need some gear to break down. All right. Do I have the gear on me? Oh, there we go. I want to break this down. I want to break this down. I'll leave that alone. And I'll break this down because I'll need them. Essentially, you could do these. I want these, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I want the hoodie, even though I'm not probably gonna be using it. I'll just keep the hoodie there for now. All right. So what you need to do is you need to break down some items. So you see we have the items down here on the bottom, and you're gonna need these extract stones. You get them from where I just showed you in the store. You can also get them from events and this guy. And you see right here, he has them there. It just, the weekly reset just happened. So he's back up to 420. Like I literally had him down to like maybe under 100 because I was doing these trait stones. That's how you do that. All right. So I have enough right now. I don't need to worry about that. So what you want to do is you want to right click it, and then you're gonna notice that it allows you to actually put these in. And here's where you have to pick and choose what's worth it and what's not worth it. Some stuff you want to just break down and get the dust. Some stuff you want to actually go ahead and get. So you see the trade price between this one is between 10 and 150, meaning that range evasion, they're going to try to somebody's going to try to buy that between 10 to 150. Sometimes the market crashes and you just need to like hold off and not do it, or if you just want to go for like, you know, piece by piece by piece as you can, which in some cases is okay. The stuff will sell between 10 to 30, which is fine because it just builds up over time and people do buy it. So we want this one down right here. This one's magic evasion. As you guys can see, that's 10 to 200. And then we have the cape right here, and that's 10 to 120 right there. Right. So we're going to see pretty much right there is going to cost us 45,000, and our goal to actually break this down. So you go ahead and do that, and it's going to make extracts of these items. It's pretty much how you trade with other people. So we are going to head over to the auction house. And you see right here, you want to head over to sell. Now you're going to look at my sell history and you can see I have been selling stuff, and you know, see the calculated total, and that's literally what I did right there to buy the battle pass and the other few stuff. I bought like random stuff in the store and stuff like that. So you see, I'm not just telling you stuff, just not not to actually be doing it. This is how you do it. It takes time. This has been from the whole time that I've been playing, basically right there, and that's basically $30 worth of currency right there that I made doing all this. And you see it happen over time. It wasn't just a quick thing. I put stuff in and you can see the profit and everything else like that. And it does work. And something just sold this morning, just to use it for 10, which is fine. And we'll snatch that. Got some lucid out of it. You want to keep and reasonable prices. When you overprice stuff, you're just kind of like wasting time. Because somebody, like, maybe you'll get somebody to buy something out of that, but in most cases it won't sell, and you just end up wasting time and gold for putting it up on the auction house. So keep stuff within a reason. So you see right now, there's the highest is at 150 right now. The lowest is at 10. The average price is at 10. The lowest available price right now is 15. What I'll do is I'll put it at 12 right now, and it's gonna cost me 12 registration fee, and then bam, same thing right here. Lowest available right now is 18. The average price is 18. Don't go lower. That there's no reason to, because somebody will buy it at that in most cases. People do go lower sometimes, but just let them, because usually what ends up happening, stuff is not that crazy when it comes to that. People will end up buying it anyway. So, you know, bam, we'll do that. And the same thing over here. You see the lowest available is 15. Average price is 14. I usually go for average price. And then bam, that's really all you have to do at that point. You can go for selling these, but as you can see, the prices is not that great, and you might as well just save them for your crafting, if we're being honest at the end of the day. And that's how you go up with the auction house over time. It's a process over time type of thing. You're gonna need the extract stones. You're gonna need to actually farm. So let's talk about the next part of that. But now that you understand how to put stuff in the auction house and make a little bit of money, let's talk about where you get these items from. Now, it could be multiple places. You can go out in the world and go farm stuff, but that's very low drops. Uh, what you can do is you can go into dungeons, and you don't necessarily have to farm like the hard dungeons, and that's where this becomes kind of like a twofold. You're gonna notice that you have up here what's called dimensional contracts. The best place to actually farm per thing to actually be able to help you out with this is the very first dungeon. I know that's weird. You be level 50, and you're gonna be, well, why am I doing that, Sion? And the reason is, if you notice, the dimensional on contract cost is 120 to actually do that, and you're going to get 500 of these abyssal tokens. And the reason why that's important is because in order to farm in areas, if you notice down here at the bottom, you see like this Dr. Darky right here. He's farming Silius 4 or 5. Those are the open world co-op dungeons where you can actually farm and get quests that will give you in turn the chance to actually drop items. Now you notice that that's what these are right here. I don't have many of these left because I just have been doing all of them. There's a chance in those to actually get bags. The bags look like this. I can actually buy. Let's see here. Where is he? Guild merchant, store, sundries. There he is. All right, so you see precious blessing bag right here. You get these when you do those dungeons, and they have a chance of actually dropping, as you can see, purple items, but for the most part they will drop a blue item, which is blue weapons and stuff like this. You also have a good chance of getting blue weapons and armor and everything in those particular dungeons. And you see, like, I just got a blue one right here. I just got great silvers, I need that. Shadow Crypt, again, I need that. And what you want to do is you want to look into, like, see, I don't need this in particular, so then I will just go ahead and you know, max mana and that type of stuff. I don't need that particular. So people will buy max mana because that's pretty useful. You head over into here again. You can see lowest available price is 22. The average is 14. So I'll put it at 15. Somebody will buy it. And then that's it. Like that, just that quick, just like that. So again, you notice that abyssal contract tokens, I don't have a lot right now, 2,500. That's the best possible way per your dimensional contracts to build that up. Now, of course, you're going to want to do dungeons where you want to actually farm and get stuff. And if you have a guild that basically is going to be able to do all these, that's fine. However, you notice that it's going to cost you 300 to actually do that per one. And you will get blue items. You'll get blue items drops and stuff, but you have a chance of actually getting the epic items, which is going to get you more currency to build over time. But if you want a more cost efficient way to actually do it, you would do these two right here. Specifically, I do Roaring Temple because that, like, I can literally solo that by myself. Just like, if you, once you're at 50 and you have a little bit of gear on that, I can literally solo this by myself. I don't even need anybody. I can just kill everything in the dungeon. But if you do it, do everything in with a party, it goes even faster. You just go through and you got a chance of getting some really good items. Specifically this item. This might be one of the best items in the game because it will give you a pretty good, it don't drop hardly, by the way. It drops like maybe like 1% at a time for whatever reason. But it gives you mana regen and health regen, and it scales pretty well. And you can actually get it to the point where you can build it and put traits on it, where it's probably one of the best belts in the game, even better than the purple belts, because it just fills that requirement for you, that you can actually get the active mana regen and the health regen in the same item. There's not many items that can do that particular thing. So me in general, I farm this one a lot, and when I get tired of it, I'll change back into this just to build up my abyssal contract points and continuously build up and get these. They're not that bad. Like especially this is one definitely not that bad. And you can put traits into it and have a pretty good helmet on because it's gonna give you max health. It's gonna give you critical chance, and it's not bad. Like all of these things are not bad, and you're really supposed to use them and build them, and then turn around and build the purple gear up over time, and then graduate into that. But you can just essentially just turn around and just use them as fodder, and spend on them if they get good traits, and then basically piecemeal yourself up to basically being able to buy everything in the store freely. And again, you can do that with these as well. These are gonna take time, like unless you got a guild that knows how to do the fights all the time. There's gonna be fights. In particular, Duke Magma and Tabak is straight up a skill check. I rarely ever get groups that can actually fight these two properly. The other ones are you can kind of like overpower it with gear. I can like overpower Cave of Destruction almost solo. Now the same thing with Rex Chimeras, and the same thing with Cursed Wastelands. It really just takes you kind of like being strong enough to do it. And kind of the same thing with Death Abyss. If you know how to basically parry and block, and the mechanics is not that hard with these, but Butcher's Canyon and Tyrant's Fate, everybody has to know how to do these fights or you're just gonna die. It kind of sucks. So yeah, without that, you believe that's fine. So the other thing about this is, if you didn't notice, you have these guys. And the reason why they are important is everyday hours, if you send them and they start building up, you see this is done over here, you're gonna get abyssal contract tokens. Now you notice that it says I have 10 right here, but over the 8 hours, you can do that 8 times. So that means, you notice down there on the bottom left, abyssal contract tokens recharge 810. Basically, so every 8 hours you get 810, and you notice that now my abyssal contract token is now up to 3,333, which means that when I go out into those open world dungeons, now I'm gonna get drops for that amount of time. You can also make this a lot better. You go into your character, you're gonna notice over here, if you go into this one, is it abyssal contract efficiency, increase the efficiency of using abyssal contracts. You want to get this as high as possible, and in order to actually do that, you need to start doing your lithograph book. Mine's is trash, as you guys can see. But what that actually does, this over here, you just go up and start picking up all these items. Just go down the list and start knocking down all this, and this will allow you to start getting that up, because that'll make you be more efficient at those points. This means you can farm out there longer, which means you have a chance at getting more purple drops and blue drops and item drops that will actually help your character be able to stay out there longer, and you'll use less and less of the points, which means you need less points and you get more drops out of this, which means you'll make more money. So keep all that in mind. And then all of these is just items that you can just find out randomly. What I was going to do today, since I'm so low on everything and have to build up anyway, and this is reset. Now I'm going to talk about that in a second. I am going to go ahead and go find all of these items. You see like where they all come from and stuff like this. You can just go to the individual area if you feel that you and these are all normal items. They're not hard to actually get out in the world. They're just not. Like, they're on normal items. Like you see, I need to just go fight hermit lobsters. So I'm gonna go beat up lobsters until these boosts drop, which will probably be like almost no time at all. And I've been doing some of this the whole entire time. The normal items and these common items and the green items drop easily, like easily. The blue items, not no, they're problematic. So you can easily be out here, just messing around with all the common stuff, and then knock out this whole book, and then go to green. It's gonna take you probably like maybe 10 to 30 minutes maybe to get the green items, depending on where they're at and stuff like that, and including like you see like it stops like right here and things like that. There's easier places to actually do this. When you get the blue though, all bets are off. At that point, blue don't drop that easy, and then purple, good luck. That's just up to you where you want to actually go and get it in the dungeons and stuff like that. But it's worth actually taking the time to do this, because that'll get you some rewards that you can actually use early for game. Even if you want to start making other characters, like making other builds and stuff like that, you can just use that. Now weekly, if you have done all the weekly stuff, now this is where you can start to figure out if you want to actually use any of this stuff. As you guys can see, like I'm getting into stuff. Ooh, I'm 100% using this. That's what I'm picking. 100%. I ain't need to look at anything else here, because I was trying to farm this and it was not dropping. Damn, this is good too. Damn, this is good too. Yo. All right, well, I wish you could pick multiple. This is so troll that you can only pick one. Oh, it hurts so bad. This hurts so bad, but I need to. Anyway, get my helmet. Get my helmet. And then like the game is like, hey, you want to put this? No, F you game. Anyway, so let's go back in here and let's send them somewhere. You want to make sure this is going all the time, because obviously the more that you level this up, the better that it actually gets. Head over to Carmine, because I get the most benefit out of all this. Put it on 8 hours and then send them off again, and then in 8 hours again, I'm getting more of the currency again. What you also can do to actually build up points, which is a good farm for you for your contracts. I know this is like long-winded, but hopefully this will help you guys out when it comes to money and everything else. Because I still see people. In fact, during this video, I saw somebody say that this game is pay to win. Literally in this video in the chat, and I'm like, bro, I ain't paid nothing. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't paid a penny. like, what are you talking about? Like, as long as you have time. If you don't have time, that's problematic. Like you're gonna have like I have to actually spend 2 or 3 hours a day, which is not a lot to do this. To expend all of my currency and everything else like that. That is problematic if you don't have time. I'm not even gonna lie. But if you got 2-3 hours a day, that's it. Like I come home after work at 6 o'clock, eat some food, play around, and then have between like 9 to 11 o'clock, then go to bed, something like that. You can do this exact same thing. That's all I'm doing, because I play other stuff, as you guys know. I don't have time to be here for 5-6 hours. So don't think that like this isn't like that. This is lit. I'm gonna lose mana regen, but I don't really need it because I got mana regen in other places. I'm getting range invasion. I'm putting this on right now, right? So let's put it on right now. It actually matches better than that blue helmet. I look badass. I like it. All right, so go ahead. Before we get to the other part of it real quick, we need to transfer. Let me see, I'm gonna get the perception, range defense, weaken chance, and more crit chance, because that's a lit. Bam. Can I level this? I got a little something. Come on, game. That's all I'm getting. They was being cheap right there. Why am I? Hello? What was that? Whatever you say, lady. All right, so now we're up to 2,644. Not bad for free to play, right? All right. So the other thing is contract. Every day this builds up. Let's go to where I like to actually farm because it's super easy for me. Pure Light Tower. So you notice that you get coins for this. I get 30 coins with it, and I have 10 contracts today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend these 10 contracts, but you also notice you get 50 abyssal contract tokens for doing this. Not to mention all the other drops that you get, like you can get parchments, you can get things that you can use for crafting. You guys can see right here, all that's useful, and you also get training dew. Training dew allows you to level up your gear, which is all this stuff over here. This is how you can actually track along your mastery for whatever weapons that you have and stuff like that, including if you want to make like a separate build, like I was telling you guys. Like I'm piecing together my tank build because this game be struggling when it comes to tanks. Like they nobody want to be a tank. When I saw that, so I was like, all right, I need to do something about that. Go at it. This game be struggling. So your boy, like we building it up, we getting gear and stuff on there. I'm gonna work on it. I need a helmet, I need a cape, I needed a ring and another belt. But we working on it. He ain't ready yet. But yeah, it's 1600 right now without doing anything. That's good. And then I actually have the heroic blade right there chilling. And I have the tome of proximity, which is pretty good because I need to get rid of that wild kid bonus, but it's pretty good because it gives a sleep chance and a string of 8 on it before you even do anything. That's crazy. So I got the strength going on right now. My damage reduction is going on pretty good right now. We are almost, well, not almost, but we'll be close to actually having 50 strength, which is pretty amazing. We just want to get the more strength out there. I'm going for paladin build, obviously, because your boy always be a paladin, like in everything. So yeah, that's all I got. Hopefully this will help you guys out when it comes to making currency in this game, that you don't need to actually spend anything. Be good to go. And I can't wait to actually get the outfit on, because I think the hat is gonna go crazy. And this outfit, even though this looks fine too, even though it's clipping, I got the thing going down into it look like I got a double collar, but that's all right. That's all right. We'll be okay. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I have a lot of fun in this game, especially the fact that for me it's extremely free to play, and doing this process should make it extremely free to play for you. I do apologize for it being a little bit long-winded and no action, but it's the best way I can do. I was trying to talk fast too, on top of that, to get you to understand how to make currency in this game and how I go about doing it and show you in motion. Catch you guys next video. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. See you soon. Peace.